Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Youth Squad Stars here with Cambridge United. I've got so much to get through in today's episode, so it might be another long one. I do apologise. I was thinking about putting it out as two separate videos, and then I thought, well, no, you could maybe just pause it, stop it, come back to it and watch it anyway, like that way. So it's going to be one video, but it's like I say, it's going to be quite long because I've got quite a lot to get through. Because yes, I have got a new mod. It's basically come from FIFER. Some of you probably do know him and stuff like that, but FIFER Mods has got out this new reality mod. It's still in like alpha at the moment, sort of, so it's still like being worked on, so there are a few things that need like adjusting and things like that on it, but the main thing is it's pretty much got rid of scripting, which is like a huge thing. But apart from that, there are a lot of other things which I'm going to go through now and show you quite a few things. But before we do that, I want to say a thank you to a couple of you that have like got in touch with sending the scouts out. If I've missed any of you, I do apologise. But we've got Lee Ralston is off to Barbados. That has come from LongLivePatBack or Pat Garber, but you know him as LongLivePatBack. If you go down in the description, his like link is down there in the Patreon. We've also got Hydra said like go to Lebanon. So we've got a new scout now, which is Ethan Collins. They all happen to be English, but I was looking. Literally, these are the best starred ones that there was, because I got rid of the other two and tried to get. So Ethan Collins is a little bit better. He's got 5-star experience, 4-star judgment. Ollie Price is the same, 4-star, 4-star. I didn't get like any 5-star, 5-stars. Could have put it in the cheat engine, but I'm not going to do that. It's fine. But like I say, Ethan is off to Lebanon, and then I couldn't see anyone else that maybe commented. If you did, I really do apologise. You just sometimes sometimes the comments don't show up, or they come like few days later and stuff like that, so again, apologies. So I picked the final one, which is El Salvador. I didn't won't go to there before, like, so Ollie Price is off to El Salvador. So yeah, they'll be back in over the next 3 months, recurring, and we'll see what they pick up. Talking of scouts and stuff like that, we were looking at obviously possibility of maybe promoting some of these. I did promote one to replace Braxton Wilson. I will quickly just get into him. I'm going to be whizzing around all over the place. Yeah, okay. I'll come back to that in a sec. Sorry, that's a different thing. That where is it? Squad Hub. Yeah, I'll come back to that in a minute. It's part of the like mod. Yeah, I didn't want to like jump in that straight away, but yeah, I'll come back to that in a second. Yeah, this guy here, Nadif Elmi. I basically promoted him. I didn't have to change him. He was a right back and a centre back, as you can see just above there, so I didn't have to like change the position. He is down as centre back, so he comes in to replace Braxton Wilson, obviously, that has gone out. Oliver Mason has also been sold as well, so we have got another slot available now. I'm sorry if I'm rushing and talking quite quickly, but I'm trying to get through as much as I possibly can. So I'll go back to the transfer hub here, and there were people trying to think now. There was Bearhams that said about getting Jason Byrne. There was also, if I remember his name, like 2 seconds, guys, do apologise. Okay, it's Tim Shucker. I'll probably put like the comment up on the screen so you see. He said to go for Byrne and go for Velasquez, and on about changing his trait. So I didn't even know he had this trait. He spotted it, but the early crosser trait, he said take the early crosser trait off Velasquez, give it to Byrne, and say that he's like kind of like trained him up, or something to do with like him getting it in training. Now I can't actually get Velasquez. He literally this window has already gone to Auxerre. I will leave him on the transfer list, and we can maybe pick him up in January or something like that as a possibility. Whereas Byrne, yeah, I mean, we can bring him in. He's not going to cost us anything. We've got the money, you know what I mean? That's not a problem. He's already 77 rated. The thing that I've got a little bit of a doubt with is the fact that he's a left midfielder, and that sort of side of the team is kind of like sorted by Hydra and Reece Patrick, aren't they? You know what I mean? Those two have nailed down that position. Yeah, but again, thanks guys for the comments. I massively appreciate it. So we'll bring him in and we can play around with him. We can maybe even move him to a different position and stuff like that is a possibility. So approach to sign. If he gets 5 goals, wants 300,000. yeah, sod it, get this done, out of the way. There we go, welcome to the club, Burn. So there you go, bare hands and Shuka. Thank you very much for your comment. Right, let's go through some of the new features with this mod. As you can see, some of you that have played FIFA in the past, I think it was in like FIFA 15 could have been the last time that this kind of this is like the squad report. This is how it used to be. It's so much easier to look at and stuff like that, like, you know what I mean, with regards to the players and stuff like that. I won't go through every single individual player, but it's so good to see this you know, coming in. And I just want to, like, I'm just actually going to try and find Burn. That's actually just, there he is, Jason Byrne. If we do click on him, it shows you like that. If you go to this, which here, it just makes things, it just makes things look a lot better. I just feel it's got a better feel to it. You know, you can see everything all in one go. You're not having to go through your physicals, your technical, keep scrolling through, like, you know what I mean. You can see it all there. I'll just move on to someone like the Jake, and you can see he's gaining some +1s and stuff like that, and seeing what his attributes are. But this is just great for when we get to, like, say January. I can do a full squad report. You can see it so much better, and we'll be able to go through that in much more detail. As you can see going up here, some great like attributes and stuff like that. But like I say, that is something that is new with this mod and that you're able to do. What else have we got? We've got the squad hub. We've got an injury list. Now this is great. Look at this, right? We know Malcolm MUZZLEY and we know Charlie Lawrence. They're both out with ACLs. We've got Malcolm Clark out for 3 weeks. But let's have a look and see if we can see in other clubs. Yes, we can, like, sort of thing. So for example, oh, okay, Lukaku is at Leicester, and he's out injured. So Leicester have signed Romelu Lukaku from Manchester United. But it's just this. You can't do this in FIFA 19. We've got a player out there at Liverpool for 3 months with a broken tibia. You just weren't able to see Andres Pereira at Man United for 12 days with dislocated shoulder. You just literally were not able to see this in we know that Decore got injured when we were playing him in Friday's episode, guys, you know what I mean, and that's what his injury was. No, there is a way of, you'd have to, like, go into the search his name, it's just such a long-winded way, whereas now, yeah, I can just see, it's only in the league that you're in. You can't go to, like, any other leagues and stuff like that, but I don't think there's any real need to see, you know what I mean. But look at like, for example, on Florian Andone, he's got 80% match fit, like, you know what I mean. It's just things like that. It's just knowing, like, if you're going into a game and you just can see or automatically, like, you know, oh, well, they've got so many players injured already, like, you know what I mean, going into a squad ranking. Look at this, you know what I mean, just it's so much better, isn't it, like, you know what I mean, that we'll be able to, like, see, like, you know what I mean, which players are going up and down in the rankings and stuff like that. As we can see, Pat Garber at the top at the moment, like, is you know, up there, like, doing well. But yeah, it's just yeah, really good to see. Like, we've got stuff over here. You can see, like, that the next upcoming match just here is Liverpool against Cambridge for a 3 p.m. kickoff. You can just about see 3 p.m. above my head. You can see that our last result was against, you know, just information that should be in the game, and they got rid of it. Trevor Mooney with a 9.3 rating in that game. That is just also cool. Edit the kit numbers. You can do that through here. Just you know, you can see all the numbers rather than having to just keep scrolling through and stuff. So you can, like, you know, do it that way. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go into too much detail. These sort of things you will see as we progress through the season and stuff like that. But that, I just think, is just an amazing stuff that's been added to the game. We go over to the transfer hub, and now this one was going to, like, you know, make everyone kind of smile in a way if they had this mod. Look what is back, guys, right above, request funds. Yes, why did they take it out? Why, EA, did you take this out of the game? Bring it back, like, you know what I mean? such a stupid thing. Now, like I say, if you go into this, it's got the old thing where you do the sign. The writing's slightly off a little bit. I think like FIFER is like trying to work on this, and like I say, it's still in the alpha at the moment. So as you can see, but you can enter the amount. You can see what, you know, for granted, you know, going for League Cups and all that sort of thing. We don't need to request any funds, but it's just the fact that it's there, like, you know what I mean, is fantastic. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else here. I think scout instructions, I think, was already there, wasn't it? I think that's new. What else have we got? I think that's it on there. But here is something I definitely want to show you. That is obviously the league table and how it looks, isn't it? Normally, yes, okay. But what you can do with the mod is go to the old league table, and we have goal difference. Da, 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 da. There it is, yay! And you can see the whole, pretty much the whole like league, apart from like, you know, Burnley at the bottom there, like sort of thing. But you can see it in so much detail. It looks so much better. The new one, I was kind of liking it, and then I sort of went, no, actually, I don't really like it. Like, you know what I mean? But this format, yeah, it's better just having the goal difference. So as you can see, we have a goal difference of 2. We're no longer top, well, we're joint top with Chelsea, but yeah, it's just, yeah, it's so good. It's just stuff that should be in, like, you know, this is just the old style of like looking at things, like how it was, like, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. Just, yeah. But like I say, you can see the old, you can see the new, like, you know what I mean. You've got both options, like, you know, you can see the fixtures like this if you wanted to, you know what I mean. So like the old way of like seeing them, like, you know, yeah, it's just why did they take this stuff out? I do not know. I really don't know. Like, you know what I mean, you can see the other league tables in the old style where you do have to still scroll through them, but again, you can see them, you know what I mean, like in the old style if you want to as well. But yeah, they just took these out. But there we go. As for the game itself, gameplay wise and stuff like that, he's pretty much got rid of the scripting, so the scripting's not a thing. You'll get to see a bit of that as we go in. Transfers are going to be more kind of realistic in like the value of the player and stuff like that. What you know, you'd be like, you know, so even though Griezmann's 31 years of age, Bayern have still have to pay like 90 odd million for him, like, you know what I mean. But yeah, it's just there's that. There's when the AI play the AI, so when, you know, the other games that it's more realistic. When the teams are picked, it picks the strongest side, so you don't have to, like, you know, play around with that either, sort of thing. There's loads of other stuff, like, you know, within the mod that is not visual, but it's like working underneath. It's a bit like, you know, when you see a swan serenely on a lake, but the legs are going mental underneath. It's kind of like that, you know what I mean? So everything's working its arse off underneath, like, sort of thing. But yeah, now anyway, you guys voted. You've also, if you didn't vote, you might not have seen, like, I didn't really sort of highlight that. I was going to put a poll in, but I just did one in Friday's episode, so thank you for that. But you did leave a lot of comments regarding Charlie Lawrence's injuries, ACL, and Marco Muzzley's. More obviously for Marco Muzzley because he is a patron. He's made all the kits for this, like, sort of thing. To miss another 7 months is really harsh on him, so he might still miss quite a few months. But what I'll do at the end of the video, when I go into, like, look at the dice, I will roll a dice 6, and that will see how many months. I'll do it for both of them individually, and that's how long they'll be out for, because I can adjust how long they're out for. So hopefully for the pair of them, I roll 2 1s and they're both out for a month. But there's no guarantee on that. They might be out for 6 months, but I think it's the fair way of doing it. But again, with the mod and stuff like that, it doesn't make the injuries so bad, or it makes them more realistic in the fact that you might get more injuries, but like lesser time off, you know, like just like knocks here and there and stuff like that. But yeah, sorry, I've just been routing like mad and trying to get everything like through to try and, you know, get everything into the video and not make it too long, you know what I mean? But like, you know what's coming up with, we are taking on Liverpool and we are taking on Bournemouth. We don't have any Bournemouth fans watching, so that's not a big deal, but we do have quite a lot of Liverpool fans. So it will be Team A primarily going into this one, and as you can see, you've got Mahoney, who's a Liverpool fan. You've got Hyder, that's a Liverpool fan. Tommo's a Liverpool fan. Harry Sutton's a Liverpool fan. Think that's it, yeah. Because you've got JB3, who supports Sunderland. You've got Garber, who's Arsenal. Marsden's Leicester. And Pepper doesn't matter. Bearham's is Swansea, if I remember. I think he's Swansea. Rodolfo, Manchester United and Porto. I'm not sure what Arnes is. Oh no, Arnes did tell me. Yes, Borussia Dortmund. Yes, that's who Arnes is. So yeah, so there are a few, but more Liverpool fans. So yeah, thank you guys for giving me all your comments and your feedback. I really do appreciate it. Right then, let's crack on then. Let's fast forward it a little bit and get to playing like Liverpool, I think at Anfield as well. Right, I just wanted to show you not only the Liverpool like 11 that's going out, but I want to show you the bench as well. As you can see, they've got Timo Werner in there. They've also got Stark at centre back alongside Van Dijk. Apart from that, Liverpool side is pretty much the same as is, but then you've got Godin on the bench, you've got Thomas Meunier, you've got Grujic up to an 86, Thomas Partey's in there at 88, you've got João Felix as well, Lewandowski is also there. Pretty impressive. I'll just quickly scroll through what else have we got here. We've got Harry Wilson at 85, we got yeah, some they've got a pretty decent squad when it comes to it, like, so this is going to be a really tough game. I thought it was going to be tough against Arsenal though, and this is going to be interesting because the Arsenal game was kind of the old style FIFA. This is FIFA 19.1 or 0.5 or whatever sort of thing, so it'd be interesting to see how it fares with the new sort of like non-scripting thing, and supposedly plays a lot better and stuff like that. Now I have tried it out. I've noticed that the passing is better. I've noticed that it is better. You just notice if you play the game and you know when you feel that bit when it kicks in and you just suddenly feel your players get slow and the AI get faster. That's not in it. It's not there. Do you know what I mean? So if we lose due to something weird, that's me. It's not the game now. I can't blame the game anymore. So yeah, but anyway, let's see how we get on at Anfield. So here we are, fantastic stadium. I've not gone to see, like, I'll never get to see the brand new like main stand, like, you know what I mean, anymore, like, you know, the Kenny Dalglish sort of stand or whatever. But I used to be a season ticket holder in the Cop. I used to be a season ticket holder in the Centenary stand. But yeah, the next is apparently the Anfield Road end, or the Cop is they're going to put another tier on top of the Anfield Road end, or may possibly make the Cop two-tiered, but a lot of people don't want the Cop to be two-tiered because they feel that it might lose its atmosphere a little bit. But yeah, it's still such a fantastic stadium. I did get to play at Anfield once, yes, 11 years of age, and I did get to play there. They like shortened the pitch slightly and they brought the goals in and stuff like that and coned it off, but I did get to play there when I was 11. I used to play in the academy and stuff like that, and we got to play there as a one-off treat in the off-season. But anyway, that's Mr. Timo Werner, who could actually join Liverpool in real life, which is kind of weird that he's there. But there's rumours that Bayern Munich only want to get him next season when he's on a free, whereas we could get in and sign him for like maybe 45 million, which I think, you know, go snap him up. Like, and there he is, Timo Werner. I need to stop talking. Wow. Sutton, Marsden, get this. Whoa, that was crazy. So I do apologise for that. Right, Firmino's got Mane away. Look at his pace, he's going, but Marsden's trying to get back there. He's cut this inside. Oh, wow. I think that was Firmino, it was. Now normally that's in. That is normally in, but it's actually hit the post and it's actually come out but normally that's in, isn't it? Like, you know, with Rodolfo not having any, so yeah, that's slightly different, I suppose. Gonna try and dink this across, not able to. He's getting bullied there a little bit by Keita. Okay, you can just feel like our passing and stuff seems to go in the direction that you're like aiming. You know, which is always a nice thing, isn't it? Like, you know, you just point it in the direction and you expect it to go that way, and now it is actually going that way. But like I say, FIFER, if you are watching, Marsden there, I have put a link in the description to your channel. That will remain in there, like in the description on every video, because I think it's well deserved. So when the players actually like have a heavy touch and stuff, that is actually genuine now. It's not like being enforced by EA, so it's down to the player himself. Alright, Mo Salah, it's a great ball in, and that's going to be in. Yeah, it was such a good ball in. I'm thinking, come on guys, try and get there, but I know Werner is good with his head anyway, so it's always going to be hard to beat him. But Liverpool strike first. I hope they fix this for FIFA 20, that we end up like not going towards the cop in the first half. I've said it every FIFA that's ever come out. And Pepper's there, he's got his back, needing to turn. That is something that you can't change with the mod. That is literally like, you know what I mean, something you can't change, like, you know. Goes, oh, just about to go for it, and Fabinho just gets in the way of it. Alright, corner ball then. Maybe, oh, it's going to fall here to JB3, Tommo. It's out here to Harry Marsden. Can he pick out? Oh, I think that was Arnott maybe. Here's Keita, and they're going to counter attack here with Salah, and they are going, you know how quick they're going to be. Oh, given away from Werner to Sutton, but that was a foul surely on Garber there. Oh, Marsden trying to do maybe too much there. He's out of position now. Bringing a Pepper across. That's a good ball through from Salah. It's Timo Werner. Oh, that would probably have gone in, you know. So, yeah. Oh, that's a challenge. Mo Salah, you missed the ball there, mate. I think you're going to go in the book. Yes, you are. Yellow card for the Egyptian king. And Pepper now. We've got Tommo. We've got Marsden out here. A little back heel from Garber. Tommo has actually found Garber. I was trying to get it to Marsden, but he didn't want to receive it. Alright, here is Marsden. Tommo now. Being closed down by Naby Keita. Marsden. It's a good ball in. Oh, I've like managed to drill that across. Good header from Mpeba. Mahoney will get this out here to JB3. Alright. I think that's Mpeba surging forward there. What the hell? Why is he deciding to make a run for it, mate? But I think he was... Oh, is this João Felix coming on? Yeah. So Sadio Mane's going off. João Felix, who apparently in real life I think is off to Atletico Madrid for his buyout clause of 120 million euros for a 19-year-old. But then again, Mbappe was 19 when he went for like 130 odd million money, sort of thing. But I don't think João Felix is in the same, you know, sort of stature as too busy talking. Firmino strikes. Well, yeah, that was my fault. I was too busy talking. I need to concentrate on the game. I went to try and get a tackle there, and oh, that's a hell of a strike. Pepper's there, just gets his. It's just not getting his foot across in time, and poor old Rodolfo didn't stand a chance. And there's best manager in the world. There he is. Decent strike, whatever, but that is it. Oh, they're through here, man. What's happened here? Marsden coming across, gets a challenge. Sutton's under pressure. I had to try and get rid of it. Oh my god. They are like... that, I suppose, is realistic. Liverpool would do this. I mean, in the fact that they just smell blood, that was just like crazy. But we've managed to somehow get away with that. Can we get a challenger? We can. Just unfortunately, Arnes was there and he ran into the back room to Sutton. The through. Oh, yeah. Rodolfo just not quick enough to get out, and Timo Werner. Oh, no, he's offside. Okay, that gives us a chance to make some substitutions there, making one. Naby Keita going off, Thomas Partey coming on. I mean, it would be nice. It'd be so nice if Liverpool had this sort of like, bench for these sort of players to be able to come on. Alright, okay, we're going to bring Jake Warren and Harry Edwards into the fold. Tommo and Arnes are going to make way. Sorry, Tommo, I know you would have liked to have scored, but you're just too tired. But you never know. There we go. Garber. It's got him behind here. Can he pick someone out? Mo Salah back there defending. Man. Mahoney wins the header, tries to find JB, not able to. Just see, like, now that the game is fair, you're actually seeing the quality of the stats of the players rather than like stupid EA scripting crap, because like our players aren't in the same league at all, like, you know what I mean. I know we're in the Premier League, but you know what I mean. They're just like picking us off here each time and finding these through balls, and they're in again here, and it's João Felix this time. He's played this across, good block from Mpebe. This is like testing in a good way. There's no sort of cheating going on, and Stark has just put number 3 in. Yeah. Well, welcome to the Premier League now, I suppose. The first 2 games, I suppose, Watford didn't, those 2 games were in the old FIFA, and I'm not sure why Bearhams just doesn't jump at all. He's on the post right there for this reason. He's right there. I'm not in control of him, and you think the AI would jump there, and he just it just goes over his head. But Stark's in. But yeah, I can't remember what I was saying now, but I think I was saying about like, Watford and Arsenal, in the fact that they did come back. I mean, it was 3-0 against Watford, and they suddenly came back, made it 3-2. Arsenal did come back into it. I just think Liverpool just got out of the blocks faster. They're at home, you know what I mean? They've got the crowd behind them. Lewandowski's on now, just noticed as well. Didn't even see him come on. It's a chance at Edwards, but we've got Marsden out here. Lifts it in. It's a penalty. Andy Robertson takes Marsden out. Would he have given it if maybe we headed it? I don't know. Yeah, it's a late challenge from Robbo. And we've got a chance here to maybe get on the score sheet. It's Trevor Mahoney that's stepping up. Yeah, I will let him take it, because obviously he's a Liverpool fan. He'll get to score, which will mean that he won't score. I put it as far to that post as I possibly could. I'm sorry, Trevor. Yeah, sorry. I mean, what else? I tried, but he's a 90 rated goalkeeper. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, as soon as we start to make a break. Some of you might think I was being biased, you know what I mean? I wasn't. You could see, I couldn't show you the whole game. We had a penalty. I went for that side, I tried to curl it. I put a bit of finesse on it to try and curl it into that, like, near the post. Alisson was too good, and yeah, we've been taught a lesson there. Yeah, not very many attempts. That kind of is a good thing in a way, because that makes the mod more of a realistic thing, because that's how it should be. If you looked at Liverpool's team going into this, that's how it should have possibly been. Like, Garber may be a bit annoyed that his Arsenal got beat yesterday, but only got the mods I'm recording this on Saturday, so I only got it yesterday on Friday, like, you know what I mean? So I've been playing around with it, so I do apologise. I got it after the fact that the Friday video had already gone up. It'd be interesting to see how we get on against Bournemouth. As you can see, Arsenal 5, West Ham 0. These are more, I think, better results, you know what I mean? You wouldn't normally saw that. Arsenal doing a 5-0 over West Ham. You probably wouldn't have seen that normally. Right, well, this is I've totally nearly forgot, like, but when Trevor Mahoney sorted out his new contract, he wanted his agent wanted a release clause. Inter have come in, so Inter Milan have come in and have paid Trevor Mahoney's release clause of 38.8 million, which is absolutely nuts. Like, you know what I mean? I can't believe that they've actually come in and paid that. So I'm hoping that I can sort out a new contract and keep Mahoney at the club. Right, well, the news is that Trevor Mahoney has been sold. We'll get to that in a sec, but Malcolm Clark is back from injury. Yeah, I couldn't go in because I'd already literally done it, hasn't I? Like, you know what I mean? I'd already done a new contract at the beginning of the season, so you couldn't go back in. I'm sorry, Trevor. I'm really sorry, like, you know what I mean? But you've gone to play in Italy for Inter Milan. Now, yeah, I can obviously sign you back, but obviously not yet, you know what I mean? But next season, I'll bring you back. But yeah, I'll just have to like now and again I'll dip in and like a thing will go with like obviously with Danger Gerbil at Swansea, you know what I mean? I'll just dip in and let you guys know how they getting on and stuff like that. But yeah, that's massive because we've just lost like one of our key strikers and stuff like that. So we will have to buy someone now. We will have to look at bringing someone in, like obviously to help us out with it for this season, definitely. Well, this has been a very interesting episode, hasn't it? Like, you know what I mean? But anyway, we need to worry about that. We've got Bournemouth that we have to take on and see if we can get back to winning ways. Right, so here is like Team 2. Obviously with the injuries and stuff like that, there's a few sort of like tweaks and changes. Gridley's going to be leading the line up front because Charlie Lawrence is obviously out injured. Plus it means obviously Zach Gridley's going to get some more game time with Mahoney. It's just yeah, we'll just have to see how things pan out. But there is the Bournemouth side, Dom Solanke there, ex-Liverpool, but looking pretty good. Valverde looks a decent player there. Brooks, yeah, it's going to be a tough game, like, you know what I mean? We're at home at the Abbey Stadium, let's see how we get on. Zach Gridley will get things off and running here in Cambridge. Here's Solanke, Valverde, oh my god, they're through. Oh, lads caught out here. He's trying to get back. Whoa, good save, Rodolfo. Good save. Oh, good ball forward here to Dom Solanke. It's all out. It's supposed to be going with your head and he's slid in. I mean, what on earth is this? Look at Arlad right here. What is this? What is that? Like, you know what I mean? You're trying to defend and he's like just slid on the ground. Thomas to Jake now. That was a little bit weak. Come on. Oh, what a save from Rodolfo. Oh, I think on the old before the realism mod this is going in near post, but that's a great one-handed save from Rodolfo. Tommo though, gone for it. Oh, it's a nice low drive, trying to use the bodies in front of him to, you know, maybe put the keeper off. Half time. It's tough, but in a real good way. You know, you can tell it's not the BS way, like, you know what I mean? It's just they are literally playing how you'd expect the stats of those players to be playing, and that's all you want. It's all you want in a game, isn't it? You know what I mean? To be like presented with something, know what, you know, if it was a fighting game, that's your enemy, that's the stats, and you know what you're up against. Not like, you know, here are the stats, and here are our secret stats over here. You don't want that, you know what I mean? Warren, which way are you going? Right, you're going this way. Oh, what happened to Reece Patrick then? What on earth happened there off the ball? Watch Reece Patrick down there. He's fighting with number 15. Oh, look at that. He's kind of... He's holding his face. He's kind of like pushed off. Not necessarily a total elbow, but he's definitely holding his face. There was definitely a bit of sort of shoulder into the face there, wasn't there? Get this through. Richardson hits this. What a save from Muller. On target. Might even be our first shot in total. Which is, it's nuts. I'm not complaining. It's just, you know, it's just, you know what I mean? It's making you, like, you know, really work for it. It really is. But yeah, we are going to find now. I think we've got getting those 2 wins on Friday, I should say, is going to help us towards the end of the season, because this is going to be a long slog. Good challenging. Play back. Oh, straight at Rodolfo. No! I pressed the wrong button. Oh my god. Oh, I pressed the wrong button then. Jesus, I wanted to go for the quick throw out and I pressed buddy Y instead of like X or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? I was not X. A. I mean, Jesus. Gridley now. Patrick. Laid it off. Lee Phillips. Here we go. Oh, lad. Get it. Ah, Muller's there. It's come to Burn. It's come to Reece Patrick. We've got the equaliser. Nicely done. Burn will get an assist on that. Let's run and get the ball. We still maybe have time here. That punch there. Burn was quick to react. Reece Patrick gets us on the score sheet. Wasn't hit perfectly well, but who cares? It's in. We have to try and get the ball off them, but we know that they're not going to do that, like, stupid, like, you know, stuff when it's like sort of this time normally. See, they would normally be doing like sort of triangles and not able to get it off them, but instead they're actually going for it, like, you know, which is good to see. And I think a point is a Bournemouth side who in real life are a pain in the bum, like, but as you can see, we're just not getting as many chances and stuff like that. But I think that's just me just getting used to how it is now. Like, you know, you're so used to like the BS stuff, and once I get used to how it plays and stuff like that, it will improve, guys. But nice to see Reece Patrick, and also nice to see Burn getting an assist. I think he will be credited with it. He will be, yes. There we go. I'm trying to think who it was, but someone in the comments said about bringing Schutz, looking at Schutz as a possibility to bring him in. Let's see if we can get him. Hopefully it'll do it before the transfer window like closes and stuff like that. But yeah, right. Sorry again for it being a long episode. Let's have a look at the league table just before we go. Spurs are leading the way after 4 games. We are 6th. I mean, 6 is pretty good considering we've only just literally come up to this league. So doing really well. Spurs at the top. Liverpool are in 2nd. Both of those two yet to lose. Chelsea 3rd, Everton 4th. So maybe it's not that realistic. Marco's like, yeah, don't be saying that. Nah, you know what I mean. But yeah. Man City down in 15th though, not yet to win. That's a bit of a weird one. That is a strange one. So maybe there's just, but then again, I don't know what their squad's like, so they might have sold a few. I can't see that. I just think Man City are just yet to get going yet, sort of thing. So that's a little bit of something that I might have to pass on to FIFER, because at the moment we're kind of testing it and if there's like any issues and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm rabbiting on as always. Let's go into look at the dice with the sort of MUZZLEY situation and Charlie Lawrence. Right then, so what I'll do is I'll roll a die 6, and whatever it lands on is how many months they're both out for. No, I'll do one roll for each, you know what I mean? So we'll do Marco MUZZLEY first. This is how many months that you're going to be out for. Fingers crossed. Wow. I've not rigged that, you know what I mean? You can see my hands going over. Definitely not cut it. 1 month Marco MUZZLEY. That couldn't have gone any better. Hopefully the same happens for Charlie. Can't see it though, like, you know what I mean? But I do apologise, Charlie. But here it is. 2 months. So there we go. So I mean, realistically, that couldn't have worked out any better, could it? So I will adjust that. Charlie, you'll be out for 2 months, and Marco, you will also be out for just the 1 month. So you'll be back very shortly, which is good to see. So yeah, phew, that's that done. I won't do it for anyone else. It was just because we got both of them. It should, because of the new mod, it shouldn't be as bad now. I shouldn't be getting 2 ACLs in one match and stuff like that. But we'll see. We'll see how things are, like, depending on, you know, who gets the injury, what length of time it is, all that sort of thing, and we'll talk about it like we just did about these two, and we'll do the same thing. But anyway, let's do the normal look over the dice now. Let's see who it is going to be. And it is the peachy coloured at the top. As you can see, I have added in Nadif Elmi up there. The guys that have got like sort of a darker of their colour are the players that are out on loan. So Ubogu, Marge Augustine, Elliot Greentree and Ordonez, they're all out on loan. So if it lands on them, I will roll again. Right, let's see who it's going to be then. Number 8, it's Nils Johansson. Okay. Right, Nils, you're getting the second lot of scenarios. Number, is that 14? Yeah, number 14. Okay. Right, well, this is, like, obviously this one came up before. Ogan Rodolfo submitted this one. I kept this one in. I thought it was quite a good one. So Nils has used steroids. He will get a +5 to his strength, his 20 to his aggression, -5 to his stamina, but he gets a 6-match ban. Now that might be irrelevant because he's actually on the transfer list, so he will get those pluses and stuff, but he might not be with us anyway. But I might still instill the 6-match ban, and I can do that now. I can actually implement that even if he does go to another club. So, and like I say, guys, I massively apologise for the length of the video, but I hope you understand. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please give us one of those. Go check out FIFER's channel as well. If you're into like the mods and stuff like that, and you're on PC, go check out his channel and stuff. He's got some incredible stuff like tutorials and stuff like that, and what he does player faces like Mark and MUZZLEY does, you know, with kits, and he does all that sort of thing as well. Also, go check out Mark and MUZZLEY, go check out LongLivePatBack and Tommo, because they're our my patrons, sort of things. So go check those guys out down in the description as well. Poor old Trevor has gone, and yeah, that's a huge blow, which didn't even think, didn't even anticipate that one happening, but there we go. All the best to Inter, improve, and like I say, let me know if you want to be signed back, or you're just happy to do what Gerbil, because Gerbil's quite happy to stay at Swansea, and or wherever else he gets, because he could get transferred somewhere else, couldn't he? But he said he would be quite happy to come back when FIFA 20 comes out. Like I say, catch you tomorrow. Dave from Mumongu Gaming, signing off. Cheers.